Hi there, this is James Tripp for Hypnosis Without Trance, and I'm introducing an audio here which is a recording of an interview with a client of Jorgen Rasmussen. It's a client that he worked with a number of years ago using his regression work format, and he's actually worked with twice. He has a long-time follow-up on this. The first instance was around remedying long-term migraines, which was a highly successful piece of work, and the second instance was around assisting this person in recovering from quite a serious episode of cancer. So we have an interview here with Rita. She's giving her feedback on what it was like to work with Jorgen and what kind of results she got across time as a result of doing that. Rita, thank you very much for agreeing to have this conversation. And thank you very much to Hilda for being here to assist with translation. I'm not sure how much assistance you'll need, how you'd like to do this, Rita. How's your English generally? Are you following me reasonably well?
Yes, I can understand you, but I'm not so good of talking.
Okay.
So you can ask me some question, and I will answer in Norwegian, and Hilda will translate to you, if that's okay for you.
That's going to work perfectly for me, yes. If that's good with you as well, Hilda, that will be fantastic. Okay, so we'll just keep this fairly short, and I'm aware that the stuff that we're going to be talking about, Rita, is personal stuff to you, so I'm not going to ask anything particularly probing or anything. And if there's, and please do feel free to not answer anything that you don't want to answer, to not share anything that you're not happy to share.
Yeah, that's okay, but you can ask me anything.
Okay. Well, that's fine. That's very much appreciated. So, we're here because you've done some work with Jorgen Rasmussen. You have to forgive my pronunciation of everyone's names. You worked with Jorgen a long time ago, is that right?
Yes, that's right. Back in 2004, I think it was, after I lost my mom.
Okay. And what was that you went to see Jorgen for? Was it for migraine headaches, I believe? Is that correct?
Yes, a terrible one.
Okay. Can you say something about that, and maybe Hilda can translate? What was going on for you at the time?
Ja. Jeg hadde forferdelig migrene hver måned som jeg fikk menstruasjon, faktisk. Da lå jeg I senga I 3 dager uten å kunne åpne øynene, eller snakke med noen, eller gjøre noen verdens ting.
Yeah. Right, so she had monthly migraines in connections to her periods, where she was bedridden for 3 days at a time. She couldn't handle light, she couldn't talk to anyone.
Okay. So that sounds quite debilitating. And what? How many times did you see Jorgen for working on this?
Just one time.
Just one time. Okay.
Yeah, 2 hours it took.
2 hours. And I know from speaking to Jorgen that he used his regression format, which, as I say that may or may not mean anything to you, because I know that you probably don't know the names for these things. And what was the effect of the work for you, that 2-hour session?
Effekten var helt utrolig. Jeg har nesten ikke hatt vondt I hodet siden 2004. Aldri hatt migrene på.
No. The effect was incredible, and she's barely had a headache since then, and she hasn't had any migraine attacks since then.
So that was 2004, so that's sort of 11-12 years ago, isn't it?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes. So I'm guessing you would have been quite stunned by the results from that, quite amazed by the results.
Ja, jeg fikk et helt nytt liv. Jeg trodde jo nesten ikke det var det var en lang reise. Jeg husker noe av det, jeg husker ikke alt, men jeg husker en del ting som var ganske fantastisk.
She said it was an incredible journey. She was stunned by the result, but she also remembers that it was a long journey and that... Can you repeat that last thing you said, Rita?
Ja, det var masse å måtte rydde opp I, men det var en fantastisk reise, og det husker jeg som veldig, veldig godt, men veldig, veldig slitsomt.
It was a demanding journey, and there was a lot of clearing up to do along the way, but it was very rewarding, and it was, it meant a lot.
Okay, so that was a demanding journey during the session, during the 2 hours you spent together.
Ja, det helt riktig. Jeg vandret faktisk helt tilbake til jeg lå I mammas mage.
She went all the way back to the stage in the womb. It was a long journey.
Wow, that's that's quite incredible. And I'm curious, Rita, what were your expectations for the session before you worked with Jorgen? Were you thinking, well, this should work, or this is an outside chance, maybe this will work? Did you have a lot of faith in what was going to be done, or was it just something you were trying out because you needed to do something?
Jeg var nok veldig åpen og hadde et åpent sinn når jeg skulle dit. Jeg var veldig spent. Jeg hadde aldri vært borti noe lignende før I det hele tatt. Men jeg møtte med et åpent sinn og tro på at dette her skulle gå bra.
She said she was probably one of the most open minds at the time. She was, and she did have some. That's kind of the belief that she set for herself, that she had to keep an open mind and have faith in the method for it to work anyway. So that was the frame she entered the session with.
Okay, that sounds like a healthy attitude to go in with. So yeah, so I'm sure Jorgen appreciated that when doing the work. And after that initial piece of work, you had cause to go back and see Jorgen again a few years later. Is that right?
Ja, jeg møtte Jorgen I mars I fjor, rett før jeg skulle ha en kreftoperasjon, eller det vil si jeg hadde fått dødsdommen. Da reiste jeg til Jorgen for å få litt hjelp.
She said she reconnected with Jorgen in March last year after she'd been told that she's terminally ill from cancer. So that's when she sought his help once again for for that.
Yeah, so that's I mean that's a big area. What was it that you were wanting Jorgen's input on with regards to the work around the cancer that you had?
Jeg håpet at jeg kunne få hjelp til å takle sykdommen min, men også med et håp om at kanskje svulsten faktisk kunne bli litt grann mindre ved hjelp av mine tanker og min styrke egentlig.
She said she was hoping to get help to handle her disease and her symptoms, of course. But there was also a hope to influence her mind into helping her body diminish the effects of the cancer. To actually make the tumor smaller by easing her body's healing process through mind work.
Yeah. And how did that work out for you, Rita?
Den dagen jeg var hos Jorgen var en veldig spesiell dag. Jeg fikk ryddet opp I masse dritt jeg hadde I hodet mitt, for å si det rett ut.
She said that day at Jorgen's place was a very, very special day. And it basically consisted of cleaning out all the worked up shit that was in her head.
Jeg har aldri følt meg så sterk og så klar for å ta opp kampen mot en sykdom noen gang som når jeg reiste fra Jorgen. Jeg var kjempesterk.
I've never felt that strong to take on conflict and to take on disease as that day when I left Jorgen's place. I've never felt so clear-headed and so ready.
Wow, that sounds like some really powerful work that you guys did there together.
Det var egentlig helt fantastisk, og jeg fikk operasjon til slutt, og ifølge min lege så er jeg den første personen som har vært så tidlig tilbake på jobb noen gang etter en så stor kreftoperasjon.
So it didn't work, and she did regain her abilities a lot quicker, and according to her doctors, she's the one who's recovered the quickest after an operation such as that.
So your feeling is that this really aided you with your recovery, and your doctors also were impressed too with how quickly you were recovering from the work that they'd done.
Det er helt riktig. Jeg begynte å jobbe 7 måneder etter operasjon, og normalt så begynner man kanskje å jobbe en dag i uka, halvannet år etter at man er operert.
It's quite amazing. She was back to work 7 months after the operation, and on average people start working maybe once a week or so within 18 months after completing surgery.
So where are you now, Rita, with your process and your recovery and your health? Where do you stand right now?
Jeg er fullstendig frisk, ikke rester etter kreft, ingenting. Jeg jobber 80%, jeg føler meg sterk, jeg føler meg frisk, glad, lykkelig, lever livet. Ja.
Yeah. She's happy, she's healthy, she feels fresh, and she's enjoying life. That's what she is.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful to hear. And I just want to be clear here, because this is a surprise to me as well. On each of these occasions that you worked with Jorgen, that was just one session each time. So you've seen him twice, really. Is that right? Am I understanding that correctly?
Når jeg hadde fått kreft, så var jeg hos Jorgen 2 ganger, fordi det var så mye å rydde opp i, så da måtte jeg gå til han 2 ganger, så jeg var der 2 ganger av 2 timer, så 4 timer til sammen.
So during the cancer treatment, which was this year, she was there on 2 occasions,
Okay.
2 hours each time.
And originally, we already said with the migraine, that was one time, one occasion.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, and I know that Jorgen said to me that he used the same approach, the same kind of work with you on all the occasions that you worked together. Probably it was a different experience, a different journey each time, I would imagine, for you. Rita, thank you very much for doing this short interview. It's fantastic to get your feedback, to get the feedback from... It's quite rare in the world of people who do this kind of work, change work, to be able to have a client who's willing to come up and say online, yes, I did this work and it really worked out well. So thank you very much for doing that. And I'm just thinking, is there anything else that you would like to add to what you've already said about your experience with working with Jorgen around these issues?
Jeg bare skulle ønske at det var flere som ville ta den muligheten, fordi at jeg er et eksempel på at dette her virker. Og jeg har skrevet om det også på nettet.
She just wishes that more people would see this opportunity for what it is and grab it, and that it really helped her recover her health. And she's also been talking about it, reaching out to the community and writing online about her experiences with Jorgen.
Well, I think that would be a fantastic thing to do, and being here now and having this conversation, I think that will help get the message out. and start opening people's eyes and opening people's minds to the possibilities that are available here. So thank you very much indeed for coming on and being part of this conversation, and for being so open and sharing your experience with us. So thank you very much indeed, Rita. It's very much appreciated.
Det bare hyggelig, men han må bare spørre mer hvis han ønsker å vite mer, eller spørre meg på Facebook eller hva som helst. Jeg svarer på det meste, jeg. Det kan du bare si, Hilde, hvis det noe mer å lurer på.
Yeah, she says it's all her pleasure, and she's adamant about getting the message out. So if there's any other questions, any other things that people want to talk to her about, then just reach out on Facebook or online in other ways. Okay. Because she's enthusiastic and she's all here for getting the message out, basically.
Okay, well that's fantastic. Thank you very much, Rita. And there may well be questions that come in from people who listen to this this conversation, listen to this recording. So being as that invitation is there, I'll extend the invitation to people listening to this recording. If any questions do come up, pass them via me, and I will pass them on to Rita if that's something you're happy to do, Rita.
Ja, det går helt fint for meg, James, og du må bare spørre hvis det noe du ønsker å vite. Jeg svarer på det meste, jeg.
She'd love to, and she answers all questions. She's not scared.
Okay, that's open. Brilliant. That's brilliant. Okay, so thank you very much, Rita, and thank you, Hilda, for being part of this and jumping on, because I only asked you at the last minute, and it's very much appreciated you being able to take the time out to be here. So thank you too, Hilda.
Thank you. It was a lovely experience. Thanks for the opportunity. And you too, Rita. Lovely to speak to you.
Same to you both.
Okay. Thanks, guys, and I'm sure we will speak again reasonably soon, Rita.
Yes, I would love to.
Okay. Thank you very much. Take care.
Okay, take care.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.